All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So I have another blast from the past video for you guys. This video is going to be about the Barbarian Brothers, Peter and David Paul. So I don't know if a lot of you guys are old enough to remember these guys, but they starred in the 1987 movie The Barbarians, which is very similar to obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian. They dressed very similar. They had the long hair. They had the brute strength looking, bare-chested barbarian look. I remember this movie because my dad had it on VHS. I think I still have a copy of it laying around somewhere, but I do remember watching this movie when I was younger because my dad had a copy of it. But they were essentially, they were never pro bodybuilders or anything, but they were somewhat celebrities in the bodybuilding scene in the 80s because they kind of had like a pro wrestler gimmick. They weren't wrestlers, but they kind of walked around with that quote unquote barbarian gimmick. They dressed weird, they acted funny. And they kind of had this persona about them is what kind of made them famous. They kind of went around claiming to be the strongest twin brothers of all time, even though a lot of people kind of laughed at that claim. Some of their records, and I say records very loosely, included standing dumbbell curls with 120-pound dumbbells for 10 reps. That was one of their records. So a lot of their quote-unquote records were just kind of these high-rep, kind of unofficial lifts. And they had all these crazy training videos and stuff and crazy articles about their training routines that a lot of people kind of thought were lies. Single arm rows with 200 pounds for 60 reps. Just crazy shit like that. All these high rep records is kind of what they were famous for. But they did have pretty good physiques at the time, man, for not being pro bodybuilders or anything. They did have some pretty crazy looking physiques. I would say they were even pretty comparable to Arnold, how he looked in his Conan the Barbarian movie versus how they looked in their Barbarian movie. They were in a couple other movies too, but they were mostly just corny little, kind of cult classic movies that nobody really heard of. But again, like I said, compared to Arnold, I still think they look pretty good physique-wise in the movie that they were in. So I just kind of wanted to shed a spotlight on these guys, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are younger guys watching my videos, and you guys probably have no idea who these guys are. But back in the 80s, man, these guys were legends. They were in magazines, they were on TV, they were in the movies. They were just pretty well-known guys back then that right now, I haven't seen anyone make a video about these guys or talk about these guys. So it's great to kind of relive these moments. If you guys haven't seen the movie, man, you can probably pick it up on eBay or, at Half Price Books or at some kind of place that sells old movies. You can probably get it for like a couple bucks, man. It's kind of a corny old movie, but if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend going out and checking it out. So again, these are the Barbarian Brothers, Peter and David Paul. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.